Hey you guys, it's me Paco and welcome back to Bad Witch Books. Today we're going to be going over my August TBR. In July I read 10 books. I'm going to keep my list at 5 books because I'm hoping to read more. But I usually read about like 4 books usually, or 5, 6. So I'm keeping my list. This is like the books I want to complete. If I finish more, that's great. So I'm going to be trying out 2 readathons this month. The Disney readathon, or Disney-a-thon, which starts August 1st and ends at the end of the month. And Tome Topple, which is August 9th through the 22nd. And that is Thoughts on Tomes, her readathon. So the Disney readathon is set up where there's like 4 different themes based on movies: Princess and the Frog, Hercules, Beauty and the Beast, and Little Mermaid. I'm choosing Team Princess and the Frog, and there are prompts set for that. Set for that team, of course. So let's get to my TBR. So the first book that I plan to read for August is going to be Gods of Jade and Shadow by Silva Moreno Garcia. I love this cover, by the way. Like, I just love the colors and everything like that. And so this book is about Cassiopeia. She is a girl in the 1920s Mexico, in the Jazz Age. But she's too busy, like, she can't enjoy the era she lives in, because basically she's being treated like a maid by her family. And one day, she accidentally releases a Mayan god of death. And they end up having to go on an adventure to get his power back, because he's been imprisoned for so long. So I'm excited to read this. So yeah, this is going to be for the Tiana prompt, which is to read a book about a hard-working female character, I believe the prompt is. Yes, it's a hard-working character. So, Gods of Shade and Shadow. For book 2, which is Naveen's book, which is Read a Book with Royalty. And for that is going to be City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. I know that there is royalty in this book. I do not know much about it. I know it's about a girl that she is a con artist in Egypt, and she accidentally, or gets swept up in like real magic, because she like does cons and stuff and makes people think other stuff. But she gets swept up and goes to this magical city, the City of Brass, I guess. I don't know that much about it, and I'm excited. I've heard really good things about this book. So the next book is going to be a book with magic for Dr. Facilier. And I'm also, because I forget what I'm talking about, City of Brass I forgot to mention, is going to count for my Tome Topple book. Because the Tome Topple readathon is, you were supposed to read as many books that are 500 pages and more. And knowing myself, last time I tried the Tome Topple, I only read 1 book. So I'm not going to push boundaries by getting books that are over 500 pages. I know City of Brass is about 530 pages. Okay, 525. So that counts for it. So City of Brass is going to be read. I might try to finally read Supernova by Marissa Meyer. It has been on my TBR since the book came out. I just have not gone around to reading it. So I might try to read Supernova if I'm in the mood for it. Because I might not be in the mood for it. I really like my what I plan to read this month. The next book, like I was trying to say before I forgot, is Dr. Facilier's Read a Book with Magic is his prompt, Dr. Facilier. And that is going to be Cinderella is Dead. I believe there's magic in here. I do not know what the magic element or how the magic works in this book. But I've been just really excited to read this book. I was going to read it this last month. But I know that Y Alliance this is I believe her Patreon book club book. So I'm going to read it along with that. But this is about Sophia. And in the way the kingdom is set up, it is 200 years after Cinderella story was told. But basically, all the kingdom sends their girls or eligible daughters to the palace for a ball, and they have to get a suitor there. Like, the men get to choose who they want to marry. And if the girls aren't chosen, they go missing, apparently. And Sophia ends up meeting the last living descendant of Cinderella, and they basically try to save the kingdom. And I know there's magic involved, I just don't know what aspect of it, because I've been trying not to get too much knowledge so I don't spoil myself. So now the next book is going to be for Ray. Read a book with a bright cover, and this probably doesn't count for bright, but I'm counting it for bright because I want to read this. Actually, well, I'll read this. Read a book with a bright cover, and that is going to be Wonder Woman: The Just War. I know it's not super bright, but it's a comic, so it's got like bright colors to it, like when you actually look inside the comic. So that's what I'm counting it for, like the actual. Yeah, that's bright colors. So, Wonder Woman: The Just War. And now this comic is set up that apparently Steve Trevor goes missing. And apparently Ares, from I read from it, things fall. I'm unorganized. We all know this. Steve Trevor goes missing. And Ares shows up, but I guess as a child, and Diana has to decide what to do with that. I'm excited to read it. I've looked through the art and it looks really good. I'm also hoping to probably read the second volume, which is Love is a Battlefield. Can we talk about this cover too? Diana, yes. And I don't know what this one's about as much. I think the Titans are back, and I think she has to work with Giganta. So I'm excited for both of these. I'm hoping to read these this month. And I'm counting them for Ray. Read a book with a bright cover, because comics, colors, it works. And then the last book prompt is Charlotte. Read a book with the group book. And I believe the Princess and the Frog book group is A Torch Against the Night. I have already read not A Torch Against the Night. I'll rewind it. The group book is An Ember in the Ashes. I have already read that. So this time, I'm going to change the group book to be the sequel, Torch Against the Night. And if you don't know what Ember in the Ashes is about, it is about Elias and Layla. Yeah. They are involved in it's like a Roman-inspired empire, and it's really good. The first book was really good. It's by Saba Tahir. And it was really good fantasy. I liked the first book. I read it like 2018, so I'm hoping I like the sequel. Heard good things about it. So those are my August reads to be read. If I get more time, maybe. I got the Fate Crate arc of Wilder Girls. I really want to read this, and this is beautiful too. This is the Fate Crate special, Fairy Loot special edition, and I might count this instead of the Wonder Woman, depending on the mood, because I really want to read Wonder Woman, but I might read this because I am a mood reader. So this might get read too this month. I might just read this. But that is what my TBR looks like for this month. I hope I read more. I hope I stick to this. Last month was really successful. I think I read like 10 books. And I'm hoping to finish at least 5 this month, because that means I beat my Goodreads goal. So let me know what you guys plan on reading this month in the comments. Subscribe if you want to see more of moi. And if you want to see me on my other platforms, I am on Bookstagram at Bad Witch Books. And I am on Twitter at Bad Witch Reads. And I will hope to see you guys. Chat with me. I don't got nothing to do in quarantine. No life. So, I will see you guys later. I try to post every video Monday and Friday. And I think the next video might be a reading vlog. Don't hold me to it. And it might be a reading vlog though. And I will see you guys next time.